Welcome to Trailblazers. With today's episode, we conclude our series on Arvind Vohra. There are miles that we have traveled with him these last 2.5 months through our show. Today, let's look back and capture the highlights of this magnificent journey of a man who has dared to believe. Everything that Arvind has achieved today is because of his conviction and firm resolve. Arvind spent his formative years in the picturesque town of Shimla.
My journey with Earth started in 1970. मेरा जन्म चंडीगढ़ में हुआ था. And then after about 3 years, we shifted to Shimla.
We belong originally to Lahore. Thereafter, when the partition took place, obviously the place where we thought would be the base, again Shimla, we shifted to Shimla.
शिमला से यादें तो बहुत हैं, लेकिन सबसे ज़्यादा चीज़ जो अच्छी लगती है वो शिमला का एक शांत स्वभाव है. शिमला is my ultimate destination, and that's where I would want to belong after I wind up my professional chapter. Edwards is an institution in itself, क्योंकि घर बहुत पास था. So during those days, I used to always be in time as far as the class is concerned.
अरविंद बहुत ही आज्ञाकारी, कर्म निष्ठ थे. जब भी टीचर पढ़ाती थी तो उनकी आंखें बिल्कुल टीचर की तरफ होती थी और कुछ ऐसा पूछना चाहती थी, क्या मैम इसके आगे भी कुछ और है.
He's been a good boy throughout and good in studies. Good in extracurricular activities also.
When I close my eyes, I see Arvind where he was initially when he started his struggle of getting into a career. And immediately when I open my eyes, I see him heading Gionee. So that's how fast it has been. And for me, the changes have been there, but he has always remained a brother to me.
Arvind Bhaiya is very ambitious. From day one, if he's thought something, he has to achieve something, he will surely achieve it. Our grandfather used to say certain things, right? अगर तुम कुछ सोच लेते हो, अगर उसको ठान लो तो तुम वो achieve करोगे. Bhaiya has gone exactly according to our grandfather. Whatever he thought, he has achieved it. Today where he is all because of his own hard work, his sincere work that he's done.
1987 is when I came to Mumbai. Landed up in a college like HR. बॉम्बे में गया था शायद कुछ फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में करूं, लेकिन उस समय अदर देन बीइंग एन एक्स्ट्रा इन कपल ऑफ एड फिल्म्स कुछ कर नहीं पाया. 1992 is when I gave my entrance exams and so on so forth and landed up in Institute of Management Development and Research in Pune. Because मुझे ये लगता था कि MBA is the shortest form to a good job. So 92 to 94 plan was very simple: go to Pune, get a MBA degree, and then start working. Network, which was a part of HCL group, came to campus, and technically mine was the first interview, and I got that job. Before I started working, I did two things. One is I wrote my own journey, which said I will not work after 40. And not working after 40 meant I would do something on my own where I was not listening to anybody. And second thing I wrote was my resignation letter. So till the time I was working, I always had my resignation letter in my bag, because I felt the day I will have to compromise on what I believe in, this paper will come in handy.
In the midst of trying to make a place for himself in the world of commerce, love entered Arvind's life in the form of Monica and culminated in marriage.
There was this buzz in the office that there is this very good looking guy from Shimla. The first day I met him, I thought, oh, so he's the guy who everybody's talking about. Well, he's good looking, but he's married, very unfortunate. So it was only after a couple of days that the confusion got clarified, that Arvind was the guy from Shimla, but he was not married. So anyway, after that, as a part of the project that was given to Arvind, he was placed in the HR department and we were working on a project together.
अरविंद को एक्चुअली मैंने इनकी एंगेजमेंट से पहले भी देखा हुआ, बिकॉज ही यूज्ड टू कम टू आवर हाउस विद मोनिका अपने और फ्रेंड्स के साथ. आई यूज्ड टू लाइक दिस बॉय, but then later on I came to know from my daughter that she is in love with him.
I can never forget that night. It was like 3 a.m. in the morning and I was fast asleep. She just woke me up and she was like, I want to talk to you now. And she just told me that, you know, look, I'm in love and I need to share that with you. And I said, okay, who's the guy? So she told me about Arvind, that they are in the same office. And I gave her a big hug and I was all happy, elated, excited. And
when he met my father had a one-to-one so-called meeting with him. So after this meeting happened, I still remember my father's words. He said, look Monica, today he may not be financially very well off, but there's one thing very clear, he has a tremendous professional ego. So I see a person who is going to be very successful. So today when I really look back, I think my father was bang right. मैं न्यूक्लियर फैमिली से आई थी और यहाँ पर there was a typical joint family. I was very lucky कि मेरे को एक बहुत ही supportive family मिली.